Hello and welcome to episode 13 of Direwolf20's 1.16 mod pack. Last time we did some upgrades, etc, etc. Right, so this time we had more ender pearls. I've used a couple. I've used a couple actually creating the resonant component. We have an issue. We have a load of these breeding, obviously getting here, then going into there and getting killed, and we have the same over this side. They're breeding, they're getting to here. Everything slows down at this point because they're not breeding, or they're not growing up fast enough. Now I know that we've got 132 buckets of pink slime, which is a bit overkill, but we got no meat, because the meat is literally hello. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, really? Come on then. Come around here. Yeah, come and fight me over here. Go on, come and fight me here. Fight me here. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, exactly. You fight me there, you get taken out by the mob farm. Oh, we didn't get an ender pearl with that. Oh, well, never mind. Right, so what we have is basically a hang up. Right here, they're not growing up fast enough because the other ones are still being breeding. So they're being fed, whereas these ones are not. So these ones are taking longer to grow up, and then therefore it's taking longer to get meat. And then we have a massive issue. Now, the issue is not generating enough mobs because we've only got a tiny amount of liquid meat. Now every time that liquid meat gets to a certain level, then it will spawn a mob and off it goes and kills it. Oh, by the way, I've also moved the blaze spawner. So I use the cardboard boxes. I don't know if you've seen those before. Cardboard boxes from Mechanism. So you create sawdust, cardboard box, and then you literally just place it around any entity item, and you can actually move it as a box, which is so cool. So yeah, I placed the blaze spawner in there, which means that we've got a decent amount of blaze now, because that will just continue to spawn. So let's have a look at how many blaze. Yeah, 62. So we got perfect, plenty of amounts in there. So what we've got to do is we've got to upgrade this farm. Now what I'm thinking is I'm putting a feeder there and a feeder in here, and then also one down the end and one down in this one here. So that what happens, this one here. So what happens is these get fed independently of these getting fed, growing up, going into there and getting slaughtered. Now, that's going to take a little bit of time, I know, but we're also facing another issue. So earlier, well, just a little while ago, I had to go back to the Nether because my ender tank basically ran dry. Now, the reason it ran dry was because the pump had stopped pumping because it had eaten all the chunks. So I had to go back down there and move it. Now, that's all well and good, but we've got no buffer here. So as soon as that runs out, this burns through that lava rather quickly. So we've got no buffer. So we need to build a bigger tank, for one. We need to increase the amount of storage for the power as well, which obviously requires ender pearls. Now ender pearls require liquid meat because that's how we get them at the moment, which means we need to fix the breeder, as well as all the other stuff that I want to do. Now we're going to make a ton of machines because we're going to build some machine rooms, and I've got some real big ideas on how many machines we're going to get in there and just how big those projects are going to be. So there's a couple of things that we will need to do. One, we'll need to get some builders so that we can put that in the Nether and in the mining dimension and just basically strip mine. The other thing we need to do is automate this dissolution chamber, because at the moment this is my hang up. This is the biggest pain in the ass that I have, is coming over to here, feeding it all the different bits of crap, and then off we go. Now there's a cool feature that if you put 2 in here, it automatically jumps to the right place. You see? So that would be very cool. Now, we need to get some upgrades, we need to get some speed upgrades, we need to get efficiency upgrades, we need to get range upgrades, we need to get a whole bunch of stuff. So automating this is probably going to be one of the... It's going to be a big pain in the arse. However, it's going to work. It's going to be pretty decent to get that working. So I think what we'll do is we'll actually upgrade that first, and we'll automate that process first. So there's a couple of things we need to do. One, I've been going through and checking out all of the upgrades and stuff like that that we're going to need, so I can put those back in there. We're not going to be doing those upgrades right this second. This thing needs way more power because I keep running out of power. However, the drill is more... The drill would be better for speed, etc, etc. But I've got the range upgrades in here as well, so we could take this one out, which we can, and put that one in. There we go. That gets it a little bit more stuff. Alright, cool. Right, so that should be good. So we should be alright with that one. This one, I don't know whether you can stack these, but this one's got 4 times than that. So we need to basically increase the size of this one as well. So if we put this one back in here and have a look at the resonant. So we will craft one of those, and while we're waiting, because that does take a long time. The crafting process, look, you can see this. The crafting process on this is processing the diamonds, it's processing that, it's scheduled the endurium. The machine won't accept the item because it's scheduled these ones to be processed. There you go, you've got 2 more of these ones to be processed. This whole process takes ages, as you can see. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's a lot quicker than I could do it. But I want to be able to click something and within a few seconds, it's there. And this is far, far, far from that. There are so many processes in that need to happen at the same time for that to work. Like, if in this case there's about 6 crafting recipes that have to be smelted and pulverized and all that kind of crap. So what I'm thinking is it would be a good time as well in the next couple of episodes to actually go through and update some of the things that we're going to need for this massive auto crafting stuff. Ooh, 6.4 million. Was that more or less? See, that's at 6.4. That was 4.8. Yeah, so that's a decent amount. Alright, let's take that out of there before it drains the world of power, because we just don't have enough. Look, I mean, it's already it's trying to recuperate now, but as fast as it's going in, it's draining into this. See? We need some masses of more power. I wonder if you could put that in there as well. That's 600. Still 600. So no, you can't stack those. Alright, that's fine. We'll find a place for that one anyway. Right. I think I've got a way to automate this, but it needs to come off of here, because that's just stupid. So it needs its own place. Now, we are going to need some relays, obviously, to turn some stuff on and off. I don't know whether we'll use the relays this time, but we're definitely going to need them. We've got the fluid encapsulator. I don't know why I have one of those. I can't remember. We'll put that back in there. We might need that. We might not need. We might need some of this stuff. That's the other thing as well. Is we've got the wireless stuff. I was gonna set up the wireless, but then I realised actually there's a few things that I need to do before I can set up the wireless, because otherwise this whole thing is just gonna not work. So, right, we've got our power, we've got exporters, we've got destructors, we've got cables. What else from refined? Alright, so let's take that. We'll take the basic fluid pipe. No, we'll take the cables. We have got wireless. We could set that up real quick. Yeah, but that's just taken away from what I want to do right now. Okay, so we've got 164k storage there, so we'll grab that while we're here. The rest of the stuff we should be okay with. We've got one more space. There we go. Cool. Alright, so let's get this party started. Right, so what I'm thinking about doing is, most of the machines and stuff are going to be down here at some point anyway. So what I was thinking was, possibly setting it up over here. Now we've got power etc coming down the middle of the road here. I don't really want this in the middle if I can help it. So let's see if we can put it over here. So I'm going to dump it there. I'm going to then change to my 5x5 and we're going to hollow out this little section here just because we can. And we'll go that way a bit. Right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take you up and we're going to put you right in here. And there would be good. Okay, let's get underneath here and see where we can see the power. Power should be around here somewhere. It should be level with that. Come on, I know you're around here somewhere. Unless I didn't dig it down that far. Oh, there we are. There it is. So there's power and the ME network, or the refined energistics now. I don't know why I keep calling it ME. Anyway. Alright, let's dig this out a bit. Gives ourselves a little bit more room down here. Let's get some torches. In fact, what we could do is just put the auto torch placer back in our inventory, just for the time being, just so that we can get some of these sorted. Alright, I'm going to need to get out, so let's build a staircase. And remember, this is a temporary solution for the moment, because I will be redesigning all of this. Yeah, but we just really need it right now. This is because it's really beginning to get annoying. Alright, let's walk over here, let it place its torches, and we can finally be sorted. Right, so we're definitely going to need a gold crafter on the top of this thing. Okay, and the reason why we need the gold crafter, well, I suppose it doesn't need to be on the top of this thing, but it could be on the bottom. Really? Okay, where's my wrench? Alright, so the reason we need it there is because we need to put all the patterns into here so that they will then feed into here, the blue and the fluid tank. Now, right, so the green and the blue are fluid tanks. And what we're going to do is we're going to allow the green and the blue to fill up from the top only. The orange will output to the back as normal, and the purple will output to the right side. Okay, so we've got the fluid going out the right, whatever that is. We've got the orange going out the back. So we need an importer on the back for whatever comes out, and that will be an item. We need an importer on the side, but fluids, we can hook those up like so. We will need do we need an exporter? Not really, because we've got this one here. So what we'll do is we'll hook that up. We will then drop down the cable. We will get the power cables, which I may have forgotten. No, there they are. Let's see if we've got any more energy. I'm sure we've got more energy. No, we can make some though, so that's fine. Alright, so in here we will grab power, come down one, and then just run it so that it will go to the quickest connection possible, wherever that is. So that would be this one. Now that thing should have power. Yep. Alright, so the ME, so the refined energy network, we can run down here, just along there for the moment, put that there, and then we'll run it along the ceiling. Where are we going? We'll run it out here, so like so. Alright, so we should be all hooked up. That should be all gold. Excellent. Alright, so that sorts out the underneath. So let's go and get our tier 2, which has our cobblestone in, and then we will put 2 there, and we'll put the rest, there we go, in there. Alright, so dissolution chamber is sitting on top of the dissolution chamber. Perfect. Right, now what we need to do, hang on, let me put my cobblestone back. So what we're going to need to do now is create the patterns for this thing. Now the dissolution chamber requires fluids as well as that. Now I'm not sure whether this will do fluids as well. I think it might. However, I have accounted for that, where I will just export liquid latex into there, and then that will be the range upgrade one only. So anything that needs a liquid latex will go into that one and will be fine, if you see what I mean. So, range upgrades. Now, we've got a couple of range upgrades in here. We've got no crafting recipes for these range upgrades because obviously they need to go into there. So this is a range 1, a tier 2, one tier 2, a tier 1, a tier 2, etc, etc. Now, does this do the liquid? I don't know. However, we're going to find out with just well, we need some more patterns actually. Yep, cool. Start those off. Right, we're going to find out with a tier 2, tier 1. All right. So I know that it's a bit of a waste, but it's cobblestone, so who cares? What should happen is that whenever we say export, it should have, there you go, 1 bucket of latex. Now that's important. It doesn't show up on the pattern, but it does say 1 bucket of latex. Now, because this is the ME system, because the fluid system is connected to the ME system, and we have 14 buckets of latex, we should be able to request a range upgrade of 1 here, and then go over to here and watch it work. It's put the items in, it hasn't put the latex in. Bollocks. It is from the top. Ah, that's a shame. That's what I thought might happen. But we are prepared for that. Are there interfaces? Do we have an interface? We do have a fluid and... yeah. Oh, do we really want those interfaces though? Because that's not going to really work. The problem that we've got is the fluid going in here. So what we'll do is we'll take the pattern out. Let's go back down here to the pattern interface. And what we'll do is we will put that back in there. And what does it say? It says 1 bucket of latex. Alright, so we need to get rid of the bucket of latex. So we need our range upgrade. We need a range upgrade tier 1. So let's do a tier 2 because we have a tier 2. Okay. So we're going to kill all of this off. We're going to have a look at the range tier 2, which is 2 redstone, 2 glass panes, and 4 lapis. Okay. We're going to ignore the latex for now. So it's 2 redstone. Not that many redstone. We're going for 1. And then, so if you left click on these ones, you get to this interface where you can set, you know, what is what it amounts to actually. That we don't need that. We need glass panes there. So we'll take 1 glass pane, do 1, 2, and then 4 lapis. Right. So here it says processing. We've given it the items except for the so the 1 bucket of latex. However, we have an upgrade, so we can click that to say, look, these items will make this item. Now, technically, that is not true, because those items will not make that item. However, it is true when you look at what we're going to do with the import. So we're going to select the green, which is the fluid, and we're going to import from the left. Okay, we are going to then use an exporter, and we're going to need 1 bucket of latex for this. So we'll go over to here and we'll get 1 bucket of latex. And what we're going to do is we're going to set this to fluid, export, latex, or liquid latex. We're going to go put our liquid latex back, like so. So if you shift left click, you will put things back into the system, or into the fluid system. We will connect that up. So now what should happen is that middle bit should fill up. Come on. Yeah, it is, but it's getting pulled out. Why is that getting pulled? Oh, because we're pushing the liquid out that way. We want it to stay. Oh. Let's disable that. Only work with a redstone. See, that now doesn't have enough power. So when that does get enough power, Alright, let's disable that. Right, I've disabled the export because looking at that, could it be that what we had was something that was wrong? So this one will import from the top and then be disabled in every other way. This one will import from there, actually will import from there and disabled every other way. This one will export for the right, no, the back, sorry. And then this one will go to the right. Yeah? So now we're not using the circles, we're actually using the X's like we probably should have been in the first place. This now needs to be changed. So we'll get 2. We'll get one where we've got it with the bucket and one without. So let's have a look for the patterns. Right, so we've got a whole 64 patterns. We'll stick those in there. So we'll still use the range. Actually, we'll use the range 1 for this, like so, because then we can differentiate between the two. So range 1 has the buckets, range 2 doesn't. So if we put this in here, range 1 has the buckets, range 2 doesn't. So we'll go range 1 first. So let's have a look at range. So we have one tier 1. We need another one. Holy shit, that was the problem. How cool is that? Now there's our range 1. Okay, so there we go. As you can see, we just need to go down and do all of our ranges and we should be able to pop them in there and we should be good. That is awesome, actually. That is really, really good. Alright, so let's swap out our range 2. So let's have a look at range 2. And we will put that in there and then grab that one. So that's our range 2. We then need our range 3. Perfect. Range 4. Range 5. 6. I don't know when we're going to use these higher ranges, but to be honest, if we've got them all programmed, we're good. 7. 7. Do we have 7? Yeah, we had tier 7. So let's go to tier 8. Tier 9. 10. 11, and 12, which is emeralds. Okay. Alright, so that's those. What else? So industrial. Oh, there we are. So we've got these things as well, which use latex. So we'll take that one, and the efficiency, this one. Put the glass bottles back in there. We will go with this one, which is the speed upgrade, I believe. And then this one is the speed upgrade 2. Do we need anything else in here? I don't think we do. However, let's just see whether we've actually got plastic there. We've got 51 and we've got it in the crafting recipe, so that's cool. Alright. So all of these now should fit in this one, and then whenever we request an upgrade, it will go into here, it will go nuts and be all happy. Well, now we can request speed upgrades, efficiency upgrades, and range upgrades, which makes our life a hell of a lot easier, and all through one thing, and it doesn't waste any millibuckets. That's the thing. The last time that I used this and I wanted to change the actual stuff to put in here, that really pissed me off. Now, there are 2 other upgrades that we really do need. However, what we're going to do is we're going to go back into here, because these little things here have range upgrades in, which are tier 2. So we need 4 tier 2 range upgrades, which I'll get the machine to make in a second. There's also a couple of other ones that I want to do. So let's just get 4 or 3 more. There we go. So 3 more of those. The reason that we've got another couple of items to put in that is in industrial foregrowing, you have the pity machine, the simple machine frame, which uses latex and it uses never brick. I'm not sure whether never brick is we've got some never brick, but I think it was because I cooked it last time. So let's have a look at never brick. We've got no crafting recipe for never brick, so that's fine. We'll get one for that. So let's have a look at machine frame. There is a basic and an advanced, a simple and an advanced. So we go the simple one first. Let's get the never brick. So that's a cooking recipe. That is fine. That we've got all the other ones, so that's cool. So we'll just grab one of those to go back down in our machine. We've got the advanced, which we will just grab and put in, and that uses pink slime, if I remember rightly. Oh, did I do that twice? I did. Which is fine. So raw plastic, it doesn't matter, we're processing anyway. That should supreme machine frame. Should we teach it? Yeah, I guess we should teach it. Neverite ingot is a bit of a, that's a bit extreme. We will teach it a neverite ingot, however, because we will need that for when we're making armor. So that is a pattern. That one is plastic, pity, gold, latex. Yeah, okay. So that one, and that one. So that one is a smelting recipe. These ones, that one goes up there. That one is a smelting recipe, so it can go in the, no, not induction furnace, the redstone furnace. Alright, we haven't got enough. We need to upgrade that redstone furnace one with a bigger tier. Crap. Alright, we'll keep hold of that one for the moment. We will put it in the backpack, and I will sort that machine out, because literally it's just an upgrade. So it's not even that huge. We just, you know. So these ones we'll put in here, and then we can make simple machine frames. We've now got 6 latex. Latex is going to be a problem, but we've got the latex machines down there. I can always do a latex farm, so that's not a massive issue. We've now got the animal feeders. We should have our range upgrades in here. We're suffering from a serious amount of power issues. As you can probably see from here, it probably, yes, still hasn't got any power. That is purely and simply because we have so many machines down here. Power or is going to be a problem at the moment. But we will get to that, because we will need to upgrade it. I mean, we could upgrade the trunk, really. We could upgrade. So we've got the main trunk coming down here. So if we go, right, the main trunk is here. This is where most of the power comes from down this section. I mean, I know that there's a lot, but yeah, it branches off here. So what we could do is obviously fix that one that I just broke. I don't know how many we're down, but probably more than 12. So we'll put that here, and then we will branch off here and go down that way. So this one is a 4,000, I think. I'm sure this one's about 4,000 RF. I hate the way that they don't stack. That's annoying. But alright, so this, yeah, so this one here is 8,000. So 8,000 FE, which should give us a bit of a burst down to here. So if we can run this all the way down to where it splits, so here, we should be okay in terms of power, because it should go off in that direction and branch out. Problem is, we're running it from the main line, which doesn't have any power. Alright, let's see if we can go get some more energy. I don't know how much that's going to cost us though, because it's tier 3, it's gold. 28. Yeah, I'm missing. Alright, well, we've got to do it anyway. It's, you know, we can always go back mining, so it's fine. But we have got to do it anyway, because we're suffering too much. So let's get some... Let's wait until we've got all of those, just to make sure. Yeah. I'm loving that automated bit though. That is so cool. Where are we? Come on. We've got 42. Okay. So let's run down the line, because I'm pretty sure we'll have enough now. So we'll do it there, there. I wonder if... No, power doesn't respond to a right click. Okay. Alright, so let's run the trunk line to here, and let's go and see if that's fixed any power issues. Yeah, look at that. So once we run the trunk line, each one of these lines is 1,000, so it goes off on 1,000 each. This doesn't use anywhere near 1,000 to begin with, so that should be fine. That in there is good as well. We've got a ton of essence, which means that we've got a little bit of liquid meat. We've got a ton of essence. Now that's a problem, because that means that that whole fluid system is now backed up. Yeah. Alright, so the fluid system might be full. We'll just get another couple of cubes and stuff, but that's insane. That means that we need to start getting rid of some of those at 8,000. I might just void that off. I might just start voiding the sewage off, because there's nothing else I can do really. Alright, so that's fixed the power problems for the moment. For the moment. This is by no means a fix. It's a temporary solution. Animal feeders. We need to get the 2 animal feeders in. So we need 1 feeder in here, roughly here. So let's shove the... oh, hang on, no, this is the killing area. I do not need it in the kill zone, for obvious reasons, because things are dying, so we don't really want to feed them if they're going to die. Alright, let's go next door to the baby enclosure, and we will see how many babies get trapped in the wall. Huh. Okay, so let's go through the wall, shall we? And then realise, crap, I forgot to take some cobblestone. There we go. Right, so we need to do this from behind here anyway, so let's put one in the wall there. So that's the feeder for this. We need power, so we will open up that. And we will just knock this one across, like so. I know that we moved this. I do know that we moved it. But I didn't realise it wasn't going to keep up. So, yeah. So let's put that in there for export. Put that in there. Right, so that should be good for... In fact, actually, if we run that across here now, we should start exporting to here. Perfect. Alright, so here is the original. So if I grab the new one and put that one in place there. Alright, that's the animal feeder for there. We get to reclaim this one, which should be fun. Like so. There we go. Right, so we've reclaimed... No, I can't get out. Right, we've reclaimed that one. We can put this stuff back in here. I don't really want to feed them a power cable, you div. Right, exporter on here. Let's take some wheat, just shove one in there. That should start exporting into there. It's got no power yet, but we will hook up that power right now, like so. It doesn't need the additional range card, it will only use this one, because this range card should be enough. There's no power getting to it. Oh, it's because... Really? Why is there no power getting to that? Power, 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 no power. Might not be enough power to do all of these ones. Alright, that's weird. What about going that way? Yeah, try not to fall down the big hole. Alright. So we've got power coming all the way down there. It's coming from down there. Comes all the way round. There's no breaks in it, but there's just no power getting to it, which means we're running out of power somewhere. So let's run the power cable anyway. 0 RF. We might need to upgrade the power line down there as well. So this is the mob slaughter factory, so that's getting a little bit, not a great deal of power. That's powered. That's not powered. This is why this, for Christ's sake, this is why this entire thing isn't working, is because it's not powered. Oh, I wish I'd seen it sooner. Alright, not powered. So let's go find out what the deal is with the power. Okay, so there's the trunk line. So 0 RF. Wow. There is not a lot of power in there. So if I do this. How about that? 40 RF. Really? Is it this? I didn't think it was this. I didn't think... Oh. Do I need an export? Or an extractor? Or something similar? Do I need something to export the power from... I'm sure we have a couple of crafting recipes specifically for that. Yeah, there. Oh, that's not the right one. That's a tier 1. Advanced energy pipe tier 3, so we've got some more there. What are they called? Refined pipes. There we are, tier 3, so let's get a couple of those. Oh man, let's get one of those then. Just one. One would be fine. Although does it? Yeah, it doesn't need it for. Doesn't need it for power. So is there enough? No, look down there. There's not enough power. That's our problem. We're maxed. Like maxed out. Damn, we are maxed out on power. Okay. How many magmatic generators can we build? 6? Yeah, cool. Alright, get that started. Alright, that's our problem. We're maxed out on power. We need some more. So let's just make 6. Alright, so 6 of those. We need some fluid pipes. What are those ones? Elite fluid pipes. We've got 1 there. We need 5 more. Go. Alright, so we've got our fluid pipes and magmatic. How are we getting along? Alright, we've got 4 of them so far, so we need to do more. One more. Come on, one more. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I can't believe that. No power. Alright. That should give us a little bit more power. Right, there's an augment in that one, there's an augment in that one, there's not an augment in those last 6. So I need 6 augments. Component, we need 5 of these. Missing. Gold. Are you serious? What the hell? Got anything in here? 32 lava. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go mining again. Alright, this is not helping with the power either, so awesome. So where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll do it in that one. Oh, we're on a... Okay, so it's fluctuating, but we're on a positive. So we're on a net gain at the moment. How much power do I have to go mining with? That's the question. Alright, a little bit. And I don't have enough. Yeah. Alright. I think that is a good place to wrap up. Obviously I'm heading down here because I don't have enough experience to waypoint or set waystone, sorry, to my mining point. However, you know, we're going to get into RF tools in the next couple of episodes, and that will give us the orb, or the teleportation orb, and we will basically just teleport wherever we want to be then, and we'll be able to set our spawn point and, you know, set up the teleport things. As you can see, I have done a little bit more mining, and one of the biggest things from RF tools that I want is the builder. Okay, now the builder is a nifty block. It basically can mine, quarry, you know, build stuff, etc, etc, etc. So what we will do is next episode, or I think next episode, because, you know, power is a major issue, but also running out of resources is a major issue. So we've got to do two things. We've got to upgrade the infrastructure for power. However we do that, maybe I wonder if there's any solar panels and stuff. There are solar panels from power. Generates 1.2k, 500. There is also the advanced solar generation from here. Solar recharging unit. How much is this? Nitro crystal, block of nitro. Whoa, whatever that is. 20 million to. It's a never star though, but I won't be able to get that one. Not yet, anyway. All right, emerald. We can get the next one down. So that's 500 FE a tick. Stores 2.5 million and extracts 2,000 at a time. That would help. Then we just need to get a massive amount of storage, because it's not the generation of power, because like for now it will be ticking along quite happily on maybe 1,000 FE, etc. And we can generate that, not a problem. It's when we start processing stuff, it's the spikes. That's the bit that causes the issue. So that's all we just need to account for. So we just need to get some more power power capacitors and, you know, storage really. Also, the other thing would be to use flux points all over the place instead of obviously running it through masses and masses of cables. Yeah, next time we've got a couple of things. I don't know which way round I'm going to do it, so I'm going to have a think about that. But we will be getting into RF tools for the builder, and we will try and generate as much as we possibly can in the way of power. It would just be nice if we had somewhere to store that massive amount of power. So yeah, those two really go hand in hand. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing right this second, which is mining to get some more resources so that we can then build more cool stuff, and also get into building some cool stuff in the future, some, you know, different bits and pieces. However, I've been Sentosis. You have been awesome. Laters.